No, you close it.
No, you close it.
No, you close. I'm just your father. And then if there's time, you'll let me say something?
You can have plenty of time.
Brother was down on the field. I would take my shirt off and do all of that.
Yeah, and none of us in the family would like that.
What is the difference between partly cloudy and mostly sunny? Because when it's partly cloudy, it's mostly sunny. And when it's mostly sunny, it's partly cloudy. So what the hell's the difference? It's in the answer if you watch Jeopardy.
The answer is in the answer.
Sometimes.
Or the question.
Or the no, well, it has to be a question. Half Irish, half Italian.
I couldn't tell either or.
Yeah. That's the guy that gets drunk and beats people up.
If I was on the ground, the first thing my wife would say is he's fine. He's just being dramatic.
Who's that?
It's all good.
All right.
Brent, if you need to cough, just cough. Now we got to pay him for that. You want to play with us? Go ahead and keep score. Don't tell us what your score is, because I'm not
Who are
going to
you
care.
talking to? Your imaginary friend that you had through high school?
Pretty much.
What was his name? Bobby?
Jimmy.
Bobby.
Question, because it's so dumb.
Right. And it's not, I'll give you, you don't have to,
We
if I do it.
Pop, pop, fizz, fizz.
Hey, everybody, welcome to our show called...
do that and then start. Come on.
Why not? That's like... Hey, everybody, welcome back to our show. And today we are going to try something a little bit different. We are going to basically...
You always say that. Every episode's different.
It is.
I think every episode in any program is always different.
Not Jeopardy. Say every week. Every day, actually.
Yeah, not really. It's different questions.
Different questions, but it's the same format. Nothing ever changes.
Well, we have, yeah.
And the smart Asian guy wins all the money. That's pretty much how it goes.
You can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say Asians are smart, really.
That's fine. I don't, to be honest, I don't know what you can or can't
Let's
say
compare
anymore.
SATs between an Asian and an Italian guy in Brooklyn. My wife's Italian. I can say things about Italians because I have lived the life. Anyway, we're here today to talk about something different.
We're not here to talk about anything. This is another challenge.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
This is a
so
challenge.
this is before. This is me.
This is
before
BG.
Google. Yeah.
BG. We call it BG.
Before
Google.
But really before Google Maps.
Well,
That's what we're doing.
before Google Maps. Okay, fine. Before GPS, basically.
Sure.
I grew up before GPS. I grew up
We
where
know.
when you got directions,
You had to figure it
somebody would say, okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go down the block, okay? Down the block. On the end of the block, you're going to see a red house. You see the red house? Don't turn there. Go straight. You go straight, you're going to see a store. It's called Bill's Grocery Store. Okay, you're going to want to go past that. If Bill's there, give him a wave. He's a nice guy. Then you want to go down about 3, maybe 4 blocks, maybe 5. Hey, Bobby. 5 blocks. You want to go down 5 blocks. You're going to see a big gray house. My sister lives there. If you stop by there, she'll give you some lemonade.
Yeah, that's
Eventually
how.
you get where you're going to get to, but it takes you a long time just to get. It takes longer to get directions.
I remember printing out when I first
MapQuest.
started driving. Yeah, printing out MapQuest. And
Yeah,
like
I did that.
it's funny they say using your phone while driving is distracting.
So MapQuest is worse. Yeah, I know.
But no one said anything about the 3 pages I would have to
I know.
like.
Phase 2 of GPS would be Garmin.
Yeah.
When the Garmin came along, that was great.
Yeah.
Because now you had a screen and a
punch it in.
voice that would tell you, you push put the address in, and you could save addresses. So if you're going places a lot and you're really stupid and you don't remember how to get there, you could use the Garmin to get you back to your mom's house.
Did I have I didn't have one, right? I think
You
I
had
did.
a Garmin, yeah.
Maybe.
I had a Garmin. We, Eli, Eli, my buddy Eli, we went to California. He had a Garmin. He had one of the first Garmins. Anyone I knew that had a Garmin because he traveled a lot. And we went to California. And we used the Garmin, and what was funny was that we're both Latino, and so we were just cracking up at how the Garmin would try to pronounce streets. La Hacienda would be like turn left on La Hacienda.
I think AI still has some stuff like
They
that.
have some stuff like they're much better, but the
Doesn't
Garmin
pronounce
was
as
like
well.
really bad. Like they would just mispronounce Spanish words all day. But Garmin was next.
Yeah.
Okay, then
And
came
Apple Maps. Or
Apple
Google
Map,
something
Google
like
Maps,
that, yeah.
Google Maps.
Where we are now.
Where we are now, which is what do? You say, hey, Siri or Alexa or whatever her name is.
It's at the point where I think some of us wonder how we got around
I know.
prior. Like, I don't know how I'm going to handle this because I've never done it.
I've come here how many times? How many shows did we do last season?
Well, we only shot a couple things, and it wasn't really here, but
Oh, we shot a lot of stuff by you.
Mhm.
But when we started shooting here, we've had a few, and
well, we've shot here like 10 times, but they're not all gonna make the.
No.
Not every episode makes it. Sorry.
But
Maybe we'll do like all the ones that like didn't make it. We'll
up
talk
until the last 3 times here,
Mhm.
I was using my directions.
So one of my very good friends only lives. This is embarrassing. 3 minutes from me, and I still can't remember what it is. I always get confused, so I just got to punch it in.
Yeah. So
I know
when
I'm
I was
not
a
going to
kid,
do well.
when I was a kid, what you had to do was you had to get one of these guys. Okay. I'm gonna move this in.
I have never
Okay.
used a map.
This is a Rand McNally map, and I have used these.
Oh, so there's different. This is
There's
stupid.
different companies. that
Okay,
make
yeah.
them. But this is.
But were
this
they
is a
like the
travel
biggest?
map.
Were they the biggest company?
Rand McNally, probably the biggest one.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. And they had different maps. They had a book. They had like a friend of mine had a book was about this wide,
Yeah.
about this high, and at every state in the country. And in one page, it was only one page for each state.
So how do you? There's no zoom in.
You can't do this. You could try doing this all day. It's not gonna get bigger.
So when we came up with this episode, I think mentally I was just like, I'm not gonna do well.
No, I think you'll do fine. Look, it's just a little pamphlet, right? It's nothing. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna
It's
find
thick.
how to get from. think
I
this
know,
is the
I
easiest way to
know.
do it.
And you're gonna time it, see how
Right.
fast and how long it takes.
All right, so you're gonna figure out how to get from Orlando, okay, to Bonita Springs. That's Florida.
Okay.
Orlando to Bonita Springs. Okay, so I'm gonna get my phone.
Can I use a pen to like?
Well, we did that. We used to use a marker, a highlighter.
Can you get
And then
a highlighter marker?
I don't think we have a highlighter marker.
We got something.
Hang on. All right, there you go. So you get that, okay? Now, I'm going to time you because we have to time this. Stopwatch. Okay,
Can I get the map finally?
in a second. So again, original
Yes.
GPS.
What was? I mean, prior to that, it was only if someone told you how to get there, or you.
Prior to
or
that,
you
it was-
figured it out.
Go block down.
I think
see
my
the red house.
I think
don't turn there.
I think my generation and younger, it sounds terrifying to
Before-
have no real resource and
No.
just drive.
Okay.
How did you not end up in like bad areas?
You did. First of all, you did. But here's I have two things. First of all, a friend of mine had moved away out of. I grew up in the city.
Yeah.
I knew the city really well. I still know the city really well.
But that's because you figured it out.
Right, I
from
grew up there.
That's
I had
trial
a-
and error.
Right. I had to grow up.
I can't
knew.
imagine driving around with trial and error.
Oh no, I could drive around the city all day. I know the city. So he moved out to the suburbs, and he gave me directions. And I'm real bad with north, east, south. I'm like, you got to tell me right, left, right, whatever. So he gave me good directions, and I'm driving. I can't find it. I'm driving. I can't find it. I'm driving. I can't find it. So I pull over into a gas station. There's an old-fashioned phone booth.
Mhm.
We used to have phone booths, but it was a quarter or a dime. It was a dime. Put a dime in, called him up. I said, hey, I am lost. I'm completely lost. I don't know how. I'm never going to get there. I've been driving for an hour. I don't
And
know
they
how I'm
tell
going to
you.
get there. So he goes, well, where you at? I said, I'm at a Shell. He goes, what are the streets? Give me the streets. I said, 1st and 8th Avenue. He goes, okay, you in a phone booth? I go, yeah. He goes, okay, I want you to turn around. I go, what? I want you to turn around in the phone booth. Turn completely around. I said, what? He goes, just do it. I turn around and he goes, I'm right here. Literally across the street. So here's my theory. This is how I think suburbs were developed. Everybody lived in the city, right? And then one family moved out to Lombard, let's say. And then they invited their friends and family to Lombard to see their house. But they couldn't find it because there's no street signs and no lights. So they said, screw it. We're going to live in Villa Park now. So they started their own suburb in Villa Park. And everybody kept trying to find their friends. And eventually you had Villa Park, Lombard, Lisle, Wheaton. Nobody could find their friend's house, so they just developed their own suburb. That's my theory.
Got it. Okay.
All right? So now we're going to
let's get to this.
We're going to give you the original GPS and see how you do finding Orlando to Bonita
Well, at least it
Springs.
says easy to read.
Easy to read. It says easy to read, which is a big lie.
It's so.
Oh, stopwatch.
Wait. Hold on. Can you tell me what it is? Orlando?
Orlando. I'll give you a hint. Orlando is Central Florida. Orlando is in Central Florida. Okay, so find Orlando.
So it should be.
It should be Central Florida, North Central Florida.
Okay, I got Orlando.
Okay, you got Orlando. Okay, now you got to find Bonita Springs.
So this in a car is worse.
No, yeah. Well, the passenger
What
was
if you
always the
don't have
navigator.
You don't have a passenger.
Then you're screwed. Then you're going to
Okay.
get in an accident.
What was it? Bonita?
Bonita Springs. It's Bonita. Bonita Springs.
Well, that's Bonita Beach. I'm assuming it's close to
It-
where.
Should be close to Bonita Springs, I would think. Yeah.
What's the stopwatch? Show the camera.
Oh, the stopwatch is right here.
They can't. Yeah, they can't see.
Well, can't read it anyway. It's too
yeah, they
far
can.
away.
Yeah, they'll edit in.
No, you can.
They'll edit
You can get
in.
a tight shot of that. We're at a minute already. We're a little over a minute.
That's fine. I'm sure. Well, I found Bonita Beach.
Well, you got to find Bonita Springs.
Yeah, I'm very. Oh, it's not. If they're not close at all.
Well, isn't that nice to know? See, maps. Now imagine the early settlers that didn't even have a map, and they had to go find Louisiana.
This episode's gonna make every boomer just so happy.
Oh, yeah.
You can be their hero.
You're my people. You're my people.
So, can I just like track it, or do you want me to tell you what it is?
Well, you
How
got
does
to
this
you
work?
got to figure out what highway you're going to start on in Orlando, how to get to that highway in Orlando, based on the streets that are there, and then
Okay, so this looks like the 417.
okay,
So I'm gonna take the 417 south.
yeah, south, right? It'll be
That
south.
Might not be the.
That's south.
Send up. All right.
Eventually, you're going to want to connect with 75 somewhere, I believe,
Well, thanks for the help.
unless I'm mistaken.
Let's see.
And this has like little maps too. So once you get into Bonita
Okay.
Springs,
So
then you
I'm
got to
just
get
gonna
the
go-
little map.
I'm gonna go 417 south to 4 south.
223.
Then hop on the 570. No, that was a bad idea. All right, I'll take that all the way. Actually, so we're gonna go the long way. Just like that movie, The Long Way to Rome.
This is like planes, trains, and automobiles.
So I'll take the 4
Okay,
and then 75 south.
75 south. That's good.
This is just the first.
That's the first leg only. That's just getting you to the west coast.
Okay, that'll go all the way down and over. Oh, I can take that all the way.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, but now you got to now you got to know where you're going to Bonita Springs. So now you got to do the street parts of it,
Yeah,
which
but you
is
didn't
going to
tell me
be
where.
well. Now you got to find Bonita on one of these maps. There's more maps on the back, by the way.
No, mother. How would anybody?
Wait, now
what
you
is all
gotta
this
now
shit?
you gotta find the street, find the name of the town up there. See under B.
What? What? Wait, what am? Okay, so I gotta find the
Right.
Just Bonita, right?
Find the city.
I thought it was just the other side.
No, there's
Bonita Springs.
these maps were
Okay.
always a lot of fun.
So zip code 53644.
Yeah, let's
Now
say
what?
you're going there. Now you got to figure out how to get there. Now you're in Bonita Springs, so just find the part of the map that shows you Bonita Springs, and it should
So
give
this
you
is-
streets.
This is the top of Florida.
Right.
That's Jacksonville.
So you got to find the. There you go. Now you're getting it. See, there's Orlando up there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, like here's downtown Miami. This gives you all
Right.
the streets right here.
Yes, but I'm not on that side.
No,
I gotta
you
get
got to find the West
really
Coast.
closer to like Fort Myers. So it's
You're closer
kind of
to the
over
Gulf.
Here.
I think you're getting close there.
I think so.
Okay.
So this is Tampa, which is up here.
Uh huh.
St. Petersburg, Tampa,
Yeah.
which I do know that. I've been to Florida.
Right.
There's a Memphis, Florida. Didn't know that. I'm not seeing Bonita Springs.
Yeah.
Downtown Key West, Orlando, Fort Myers, Naples, Tampa Bay, I think it's like right here, but I think we're a little too far down.
It's near Naples. It is near Naples. Near
Yeah, but
Naples.
it's just North Naples, East.
Yeah,
East
Naples is
Golden
big.
Gate. I feel I have failed.
Yeah, this is how we used to find places
So
though.
in a situation like this actually isn't really on any of those maps.
Well, it probably is.
bigger
We're just
areas
missing
are.
it somewhere.
I'm missing it that badly?
6 minutes so far, folks. 6 minutes,
Shut up.
and we haven't found Bonita Springs. We found Bonita Springs, but
I got Key West.
there's Key West.
Is it on the other side?
It could be on the other side too. You never know.
No, that's the.
There's St. Augustine down there. There's Tallahassee. You should know Tallahassee.
I do. I toured those areas: Pensacola, Tallahassee,
Okay,
Gainesville, St.
so
Augustine, Daytona Beach,
Where you
Panama
at here?
City Beach.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, this we're down here.
Yeah.
Bonita Springs.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they have a little mini version of it.
Well, they might not. They might not. That's
So
you might
what do
have.
you do
So
if-
you have to have another map of Bonita Springs.
Okay, so I don't have that. So,
So
pause it.
okay.
So
So
what's the next one?
so you're at 637.
I advise you choose ones that have.
That took. Okay, let's do Miami. Get to Miami from Orlando. Go back to Miami. That was 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Someone out there, please write that down.
Okay, Orlando.
Orlando
what?
to Miami, because there is a street map of Miami there. I saw it.
Okay, I did see that too. All right, this time I'm gonna go down the 417 over to the 528, down to 95. I think I can ride 95 south all this.
And
way.
we'll. I'll
And I
have
think
you.
I did last time I was there. We rode 95 all the way straight. Used to
I'll have
tour
you find.
Florida
There's a
lot.
really famous street in Miami. I don't recall the name of it.
Hold on. I got it. 95 south takes you all the way.
Okay.
In fact, I think 95 south ends in Miami.
Okay. Now, you got to Miami.
Downtown Miami.
Okay.
Miami
That
Beach
didn't
right
take
here.
you
Look.
too long. That
Look.
was pretty good. That took you less than a minute.
Show
Now
the
go
people.
to Miami and find Ocean Boulevard. Ocean Drive.
So this is downtown
There's
Miami.
a famous street in Miami. I think it's called Calle Ocho, which is 8th Street, but they call it Calle Ocho because we only speak English in America, but we name our streets in Spanish, which makes a lot of sense, right? Like Los
What is it
Angeles.
called?
I said Ocean Drive.
So it might be on this. This is a little bigger version.
No,
of
it should
Miami.
be downtown Miami.
Ocean. Is it a street?
It's a street, yeah.
Oh.
It's a street.
I'm not seeing anything. Oh.
Or find Little Havana. Find Little Havana. That's a neighborhood. And guess who lives there? See if you can make an educated guess who lives in Little Havana.
I don't know.
How about Cubans?
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you meant like a person.
No. That's why it's Little Havana.
Got it. Well, the way you phrased it, I was like, I don't know. I was gonna say Mark.
No, Mark
I'm not
doesn't.
finding either one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You need glasses?
I do wear glasses.
Now, just imagine you're driving, and that's all you have.
While you're driving past these places, yeah.
Right.
That's
Or a
not-
passenger is telling you turn left over here, which a lot of times was like this. This is what it was for the passenger. Okay. Turn left here. Turn left here. That was a lot of the directions you got when you were driving.
All right, so now do we give it to you and see how fast you find something?
Well, we can. That wasn't bad. That was only 2:39. You're down from 6.5 minutes.
Well, I didn't find it.
But you never did find. Oh, you didn't find the street. Oh, well then that's bad.
All right, so
Okay, now here's what we'll do.
something
We'll see.
we've learned.
Let's
it's
see
very
how fast.
Simple. It's very simple to figure out how to
Well, let's see how fast I
make
can
your
find.
own like direction from
Right.
city to city, but getting
Let-
around
let's
in
do
that
this.
city would be really hard for me.
Let's see how fast I can find directions using your GPS system. Let's just try that. Hey Siri, get directions from Orlando to Miami.
Did you have your Siri on?
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Once again, show the camera.
All right, let's see what he said. What she said. It said. It's loading.
But you still have to use this one.
I can use that one too.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Okay, first of all, oh, by the way, here. Now, using the map, figure out how much time it's going to take you to get there.
Well, I've been traveling so much the last 16 something
Uh-huh.
years. I could probably figure out that that's probably a 3.5 hour drive.
It is. It's 3 hours and 17 minutes.
Do you know how I can really, I mean, I think I've driven from Orlando to Miami for something we're doing because we had a show in West Palm Beach, we had a show in Orlando. We haven't ever played in St. Petersburg, which I really want to. Yeah,
Now, so you got
that
an,
looks like 3.5 hours.
It was Highway 4. Did you say Highway 4? Is that what you said? Highway 4 from Orlando to Miami?
No, I was on the 417 and then the 95.
No, Highway 4 takes you right to Miami. Then 95.
Well, 4 over here.
Yeah, 4 up by Orlando.
I mean,
I-4.
it says I can see 90. Look right there.
Yep.
I can see 95 right there. and
Yep.
so-
And then exit towards Miami, then take 95.
Well, that's why it took you 15 minutes more than me. So
Right.
this is 3.5 hours for me.
You-
317 for you.
317 using
Okay,
this.
you take this large map. How many trees did you guys kill back then to do something like
Oh,
this?
this is ridiculous how,
Okay.
how much there was here.
So let me
Okay, here.
figure something out. God, you have such an old phone.
I know. It
Where's-
is an old phone.
How do I get to your stuff?
The home button. Hit the home button. Oh my God, I can't believe I have to show you this too.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
And unlike you, I'll hold it up to the camera so they can see. Actually, I'll just do this.
Okay, I'll
Look
tell
at
you
that.
what, I'll just someplace I've been, Big Cypress National Park.
No, not something where you know exactly. You just were in Florida a week ago.
It's right there.
All right, let me.
You pick something and I'll find it.
I'll pick up the phone.
Now, by the way, you also have to learn this legend. When you're using a map, you have to learn the map legend. That tells you what all the little symbols are on a map.
Oh, under construction.
Right. That's what you needed
So
more
did
than
I
anything.
take the right route?
Well, that you didn't look at the legend, so you might have been stuck in construction for 6 days. Who knows? That's probably what happened to Columbus. He didn't know there was construction when he
Oh,
got
that's
here.
interesting. Okay, so national parks, systems, hospitals, airports, rest areas. Oh, that.
Yeah,
was good.
rest areas
That's
are
good to
important.
know.
Yep,
And how updated is this map?
that's pretty new. We just got it.
Oh, okay.
We just
Oh
got
yeah,
it.
you were there last week. Did you use this?
No, we used the plane. We got on a plane, and the pilot
I
hopefully
meant where
had
you were in
had
Florida.
one of these. Hopefully, the pilot had one of these.
All right, just get to. I don't know. Let's do St. Petersburg to West Palm Beach since I've been to West Palm
Okay.
Beach. And let me see how long it takes you, how you map it out.
Okay, St. Petersburg.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, St. Petersburg is right here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to take 275 right there. And where are we going?
West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach. Okay, let's find West Palm Beach. gonna be down here, I think. West Palm Beach. Here's Port Lucia. Palm Beach Gardens.
I do know where West Palm Beach is. Hold this like this.
Yeah, it's got to be right around here somewhere. Here it is, West Palm Beach. Okay, so we got to get there.
Yeah.
So we
Easy,
have,
easy drive.
Yeah. Well, the only way we can do it, it looks like, is to.
Come on.
This is 700. This is.
I hope they edit in like the Jeopardy kind of music. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so you got to get on 275.
Mm-hmm.
Then it looks like you got to get on 27 here. Go past Olga.
But I want to
27.
see how you actually get into the thing that you were trying to get me to do.
I am. Then 80. Then 9441. And that takes you right into West Palm Beach. Right there.
And how long would that take you?
Well, let me see.
What are you doing?
20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes. About 4 hours. It's about a
So it
4-hour
would take
drive.
you longer to do that than Orlando to Miami?
Yeah, because you're cutting Miami to Orlando is a straight shot down to Miami.
Mhm.
This one you got to come around. Unless you know
We'll check it.
Orlando really well.
We'll check it with your Siri. So what did you say? 4.5 hours?
I'd say about 4 hours
Okay.
to get there. Now they don't have
I don't think that's going to take 4 hours.
a nice. They have Key West here, but they don't have West Palm Beach. So
That,
Be
that,
hard to find
that didn't
anything.
stop you
Oh,
from
look.
making me
look at that.
what? Gulf of Mexico.
As
You're
it
so
should be.
You're so political.
Oh, it's
Flip
upside
it,
down.
flip it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
did the
don't
same
have,
thing. So I
That's the hardest part too, is flipping it. So here's another legend. So you got to know your
Mhm.
legends.
also I found the zip code up there.
Yeah.
So you're
I
at
found it already.
you're at 3 minutes. Okay, then I'll just stop yours. So can I use your Siri to figure out?
Distance.
Oh,
right?
I'll
Where's
just
the
type it
distance
in.
chart right here? Look, they do give you a distance chart and time.
So St. Petersburg.
Or this is actually miles. I'm sorry. This is how many miles it is.
Your phone is so tiny to me.
Okay, we were looking at Orlando. Orlando to Panama City,
Okay.
301 miles.
How long did you think it was going to take?
I said 4 hours.
It's 3:30.
You got to stop to pee. At least twice. Come on. You got to allow for pee.
Okay, let's put this away.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Very
literally.
unique episode today. I'm sure I didn't do anyone proud.
You did fine, actually. You did better than I thought you would have done.
I nailed
But-
I nailed the time.
You did.
But see,
here's-
I only take 15-minute pee breaks,
So-
and at your age, you take a half hour.
by the way, this is how people used to fold them.
I
At
can
the
I
end
can
of the day,
fold.
you're like, hell with it.
I can fold that up better. Than
Okay,
you do.
here, another test.
No more tests.
One last test.
Last test.
Okay, so we need
What do we need?
to find a
What do we need to find?
gynecologist in
What?
Orland Park. A gynecologist in Orland Park. BG before Google. Good luck.
They don't have it under here. Like, do they have? I don't think I've
That's
ever
what
used.
you got to find out.
I don't think I've ever used it. This is
Okay,
the
find a
yellow pages?
gynecologist.
The real yellow.
That's an
pages.
actual yellow
Did you see
pages.
that?
Yes, find a
The real?
gynecologist in Orland Park. That's Chicago South Suburb. So there's going to be some in there.
Wait.
Any gynecologist.
Okay, so they have eye doctors.
Yes,
So let's go to G.
that's a little higher up.
Why am I looking up gynecologist?
I don't know. It just popped in my head. That's a job where you start at the bottom and you stay there.
You should have said proctologist.
Okay. Find a proctologist.
No, I'm already on G. And I'm on garage doors.
Oh, that's close.
All right, it seems to be a lot of garage doors. What if they don't choose to advertise?
They
that
all
way?
advertise. Everybody advertises.
Well, it goes from garden centers to golf courses.
Right? Because gynecologist is GY.
I know. I'm trying to. Then it goes to H.
No, there's some though. You got to really dig. You got to look. Something. It might only be one. There might only be one in Orland Park.
I got guns and gunsmiths, and then gutters.
Okay.
And then it goes to H.
There's not one in there?
It doesn't.
Are you sure?
Got grease traps.
Golf
Golf equipment.
Go to the white pages
Graphic
in the front.
The yellow pages have the white pages?
Yes. The white pages are
Oh, it's much tinier.
much tinier. The
So
yellow
right here,
pages tended to be more people who paid for advertising.
because it's
So
a
they'd always-
bigger.
yeah,
it's a
and they
bigger
had
thing.
coupons and stuff in there. But the yellow,
Okay.
the white pages was all residential and every listing you can want in the white pages.
No, there's no.
Nothing?
All I have is. Oh no. I found one.
Okay.
Well, it's the Gynecological Cancer Institute of Chicago.
That's good enough. That's good enough.
95th and Oak Lawn.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there's a free plug.
All right. I should have timed that.
Yeah,
time
well,
that one.
you want to do one more and you can time it. How
Okay.
about preferably not
Not that.
that?
Okay, let's find. Let me get my stopwatch out. Let's look for.
Yeah, make sure you show the camera. I tried
okay,
telling him. He doesn't
Olive
listen.
Garden
Olive Garden,
in Frankfurt. Go.
Frankfurt. Well, if I look up Olive Garden, they'll show me all the Olive Gardens, right?
You would think.
Right?
Yeah.
It's that in my head. You know what I just did? Elemento.
No, I do that. I still go. I do my alphabet in my head all the time. Good thing we have that song. If we didn't have that song, nobody would. Now the Chinese alphabet, by the way, is 3,000 letters. Try singing that song.
Wait, this is. How is this organized? Because, I mean,
Well, I
might
would
not.
guess
I might not have looked up
that
the.
it might be in the restaurant, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so there's. There's some
It's not. I don't think it's going to have a category for Olive Garden.
So I didn't look up gynecologist correctly.
Probably with healthcare.
I think I was stuck on gutters and garage doors. Okay, restaurant.
I might try restaurants.
Okay, I see the top now. The
Right.
little top bar is because I was looking at. I was like, well,
There you go.
why is there a W under? Okay.
Hey, this is what we had to do. This is what we had to do when I was a kid. This is all we had. Even when I was in my teen and 20s,
Okay,
30s.
hold on. It doesn't say. It just says a street associate.
Doesn't have Olive Garden?
Oh, it does. Olive Garden
Yeah.
Italian restaurant.
It'll have the city. Oh, yeah.
No.
It's abbreviated usually. Usually abbreviated.
So does that mean Burbank?
Yeah.
BRBNK?
Yes, that's Burbank.
But you wanted one in.
Well, I thought Frankfurt. There might not be one in there, actually. I
Well,
don't
there's
know
more
for
than
sure.
two.
There's probably a whole bunch of them.
There's two under restaurants under Olive Garden Italian restaurant.
Okay, there's only two? In the south suburbs, there's only two?
Take a look.
Is there one in Orland Park?
This is also why the technology we have now is fantastic.
I know. Oh, absolutely. What movie that you love uses the yellow pages?
What?
It's a movie you love.
I don't know what
Uses
you're
yellow
talking
pages.
about. I don't know what you're talking about. Anywho, what dealership was it supposed to look? Oh, Toyota.
Toyota.
Toyota. All right, Toyota of Orland Park.
There you go.
There it is.
And that was, the whole time was 5 minutes and 2 seconds for something you could do in 30 seconds. So here's the movie. I can't believe you don't remember this.
Well, hurry up, because we're way over time.
Adam W. Who.
Oh,
I loathe you.
Abracadabra, who? I hate you.
That's it.
I'm starting to get my voice back.
I see.
My doctor was like, "You're not doing impersonations." I was like, "Not anymore." Nothing. What we had today.
Not at all.
All right.
Well, this was fun. It was a fun little jaunt down memory lane.
Yeah, it was weird for me.
Between Maps, MapQuest, Garmin, and now GPS, and who knows what's coming out next.
Yeah. I'm very glad this isn't. I mean, talk about wasting a night.
Yeah. Now they still print these, which is weird, isn't it?
Well,
They still print them.
God forbid the internet falls apart.
Well, and
We would all. Can you imagine all of us going to this?
well, that's the thing. That you know,
We
that's
can't. Me and my wife can't find a restaurant now.
Yeah, that's the big scare is the cyber security stuff. That's what it's about. And,
Well, we're
and
gonna
the nice
end
thing
on
is that we still have these.
Yes. Well, also yellowpages.com would have been much quicker.
Well, that would have been quicker too.
No
But
one's gonna believe this wasn't one of our sponsors.
this is this right here, my friend. This got people to more destinations.
How many
over the years?
Let's end on this. How many marriages were destroyed
Oh God.
off of passenger seat map?
Oh man, there's some old movies out there that show. There's a movie called The Long
give you this
Long
back.
Trailer with Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, and it's the whole map sequence in there that is hilarious because she's the navigator, he's driving, and he's Cuban, as you know.
I do.
And the interaction between them when she's trying to read the map, and then he realizes she has the map upside down, so he's been
So you're
going the
going
wrong
way.
direction.
Yeah.
But
All right.
they were making great time.
Speaking of wrong direction, we're gonna end today.
We're going to end with this direction. Everybody take care of yourself. Subscribe, the button, wherever that little button is, subscribe and share. Please tell your friends about us.